Happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, October 26, 2022. Today's daily Bible readings come to us from Psalm 87, Joel 3, 17 through 20, Matthew 21, 28 through 32, Psalm 84, 8 through 12, Daniel 5, 13 through 31, and then Matthew 21, 28 through 32. I'm going to follow up on our reading from yesterday from Daniel 5 and finish the story. And, where we left off yesterday, Bell had, gone through his dad's stuff that he had brought back from, conquering Jerusalem and sacking the temple in Jerusalem, and has decided that he's going to have a bunch of his friends over and have a party with it. They have all their drinks and everything and their nachos and all that great stuff on the things that came out of the temple. That's where the writing comes on the wall. And like we said, the writing was on the wall, but good old Bell couldn't read it. And so he needs a translation. He needs a translator. Nobody that's really supposed to be smart and know how to do that in his offices knows how to do it. So luckily his queen is kind of smart and remembers stuff. And she's like, there's this guy, Daniel, that your dad relied on a lot. So yeah, he's been around for a while, but you may want to go dig him up. So that's where Daniel enters the story again. Context is key in translation. That's what Daniel remembers here, and gives Bell some really stout context with which to process all of this and understand the writing on the wall. A good chunk of effective translating is context, putting things in context. So, see, Belshazzar had lost the context of things. He had lost the context of the articles that he was using to have his party on, right? Because, they're like worshiping, they're drinking and toasting, but they're toasting all these false gods on stuff that belongs to God. So, Daniel gave him a lot of tremendous context here. He reminds him of that time that God humbled his dad Nebuchadnezzar. Remember I said Nebuchadnezzar had gone through some stuff? Yeah, he did. God warned him through Daniel that, hey, you're pretty arrogant and you're kind of forgetting like why you even have your power and how like I'm the strength behind you that puts you in this position because I had stuff I wanted you to do and you're forgetting that. And so at some point I'm gonna lay you low and you're gonna lose your mind and you're gonna be like wandering the fields like a beast of the fields and all this stuff. You're gonna need a manicure real bad, all that stuff. And lo and behold, it happens until the time at which Nebuchadnezzar realizes the mistake he's made and calls out to God, and then God reestablishes him. So he reminds him of that. He's like, you remember that time when you were a kid and your dad went wacky? That's why. And he says, he got ahead of himself and forgot who put him in power in the first place, and that's what happened. So here Bell is with all his entourage using God's stuff as if it were just some junk that he had gotten out of the Goodwill. And like I said, using the holy vessels of God's temple, to pour one out for all the false gods of Babylon. Once he has the context laid out for him, and once Daniel has laid the context down, the translation is easy. Your days are numbered. Your kingdom is over. Not just like his rule, but the rule of the Babylonians is over. The writing is on the wall. That's how the story ends. By that end of that night, he's no longer king. So anyway, that's the DBR for today. Get out, enjoy the day, and we'll be back tomorrow. Talk to you later. Boop.